Chapter 20, Destinations. A half hour later, I'm shivering, standing at the corner of 57th and Ellis. My hand is cramping up from holding the roll of money so tightly. I wait till the coast is clear and tuck the cash between my left arm and my rib cage, hidden by a layer of non-reflective flesh. Alicia is late. I look at the bank clock and decide to give her until 11:22. Then I see her tapping toward me, and I start trotting the half block to meet her. It's too crowded, so I can't call out, "Hey, Alicia," or something. I get close, and I'm about to say a quiet hi, but there's something about the look on Alicia's face that stops me. I look behind her, and I see the problem. The blind girl has a shadow. It's her mom, Mrs. Van Dorn, is about 30 feet back, holding a book open in one hand and glancing down at it every few steps so she won't look odd for walking so slowly. Falling in step alongside Alicia, I whispered, "Don't stop, and don't look toward my voice. Your mom is behind you." Without breaking stride or turning her head, Alicia hisses, "I know. She can always tell when I'm lying, and it makes me crazy, and she's so stupid that she thinks I can't tell when she's following me." Our front door makes this squeaking groan, and I can hear it a half a block away. So what are you going to do? Go to the library like I told her, and once I'm there, she'll get bored and leave. We get to the library, and Alicia goes in and up the elevator, and her mother just sits down on a bench out front reading her book and glancing up at the doorway now and then. The look on Mrs. Van Dorn's face makes me feel sorry for her. She seems so sad and alone. She's wearing the same look I keep seeing on Mom's face. I'll walk quietly into the den or the kitchen, and Mom will be in the middle of something, but stopped, not paying attention to the computer or the book she's reading, and she'll have that same kind of sad, distant look in her eyes. And I always have the feeling that she's thinking about me. I think Alicia's mom must do a lot of worrying, too. 10 minutes go by, and then Mrs. Van Dorn gets up, heaves a big sigh, puts her book under her arm, and starts walking slowly back toward her house. She can go be sad and lonely at home. When I'm sure she's really gone, I go up to the third floor of the library, find Alicia, and in 5 minutes we're looking for a cab to take us to the Sears corporate headquarters in Hoffman Estates. The first two cabs refuse the fare, and I don't blame them. It's about a 40-mile trip. The third cabbie looks at Alicia and says, "For you, $55 one way." "Okay," I whisper. "Okay," Alicia nods to the driver, and we get inside. When we're settled, I take her right hand and press my money into her palm. Our driver heads straight for Lakeshore Drive North. There's a thick metal and plexiglass divider between the front and back seat. Plus, the driver's listening to some tiny music, Greek, I think. So Alicia and I talk softly about the plan, which is pretty basic. I go snoop, she waits, I come back, we leave. But where should I wait? I can't just hang around in some lobby for an hour. Of course you can. Lobbies are made for loitering. Great. I just love to loiter. So I say, fine, here's a better idea. When we get there, you can ask somebody where you go to get a job application. Alicia wrinkles her nose. A job application? Me? Sure, companies love it when people like you apply for jobs. The eyebrows go up. People like me, she says. You mean people with disabilities, right? Go ahead and say what you mean, Bobby. I know I've got a disability, okay? I'm not a baby. Just say it. Disability. The driver is craning his neck, looking at Alicia in his mirror, uneasy about this angry outburst from his lone passenger. I whisper, "Shh, the driver. Okay, people who have disabilities. They'll be happy to interview you because they actually have to prove that they try to hire everyone. It's a federal law or something." Alicia hisses. "It's called the Americans with Disability Act, Mr. Smart Guy, and I know all about it, okay?" "Fine." And I sit back and look out the window past the lakeside park to the choppy waters of Lake Michigan. A mile or so out to sea, a huge tanker is steaming north. I wish I were on it. Once we're on the Kennedy Expressway, we start talking again and work out the rest of the plan. Nothing much to it. And then I look out the window and start counting the planes circling O'Hare Airport. I spot 7 without even trying. Then I start watching Alicia's face, and it's amazing to me because I can look at everything. The whole overpopulated, over-traveled, over-trucked, over-paved, over-billboard, full-color, three-dimensional world zipping by at 70 miles an hour, and I can get bored. And Alicia's got nothing but her own thoughts and whatever she sees inside her head, and she's not bored at all. She's soaking up the trip. Completely alert. I watch, and she has a slight response to every little hum and thump of the tires. The jangling radio music, the flutter and rush of air in the window, the static and garbled bursts from the driver's two-way, the rumble of a big Kenworth tractor, the whine of a jet on approach, an ambulance screaming past on the eastbound side, a constant flow, bright, fresh pictures with every second. As we sway and bounce and change lanes and brake and accelerate and fill our way along the highway, Her nostrils flare like a wild pony sniffing the wind, and I know Alicia's also processing the smells, the exhaust and kerosene, the accumulated scent of 1,000 cab passengers, that half-eaten tin of salad on the seat by the driver, an ocean of airborne information to sift and sort. And watching her, I'm not bored.